My husband and I loved each other very much. But just as most couples, we could get into arguments. Our biggest argument always revolved around a single disagreement. Children. I wanted children, he did not. As the years passed, I had hoped he would eventually come around and warm up to the idea of having children. But he remained stubborn and wouldn't change his mind. I reminded him that if we waited too much longer, we'd never be able to conceive a child of our own. But he didn't seem to care. I even suggested adoption and fostering children, but he wouldn't hear it. You're not fit to be a mother. His cruel words burned into my memory. I loved him. Why would he say such a thing? I wanted to carry a baby. I wanted to have a life inside of me. A piece of him inside of me. I love my husband, but he doesn't have the right to keep me from doing this. No one can stop me. I threw out my birth control pills, and I sabotaged his condoms. I prepared to seduce my husband into a frenzy in lovemaking and passion. My husband, who knew I was desperate for the chance to have life inside of me, discarded my plan and rejected my advances. My own husband said I was crazy, that I was becoming obsessed and losing my mind. I loved him so much. How could he say such a horrid thing to me? I'm his loving wife. That night I cried. I never cried so hard all my life. He didn't have the right to do this. I would have the life I so craved. It took me a week, but I had my next plan ready. This plan was foolproof. There would be nothing he could do about it. This time, he wouldn't stop me. After I returned home from work, I offered him a beer after slipping a dose of crushed sleeping pills into the drink. He, of course, didn't taste any of the medicine as greedily downed the offered beer. Within 20 minutes, he was in a deep sleep, practically unconscious. I dragged my husband into our bedroom and onto the bed. I stripped off his clothes and began kissing his body all over. You can't take this from me, I whispered into his ear, as he remained blissfully unaware of what was about to happen to him. Hours passed and I had my way with his body. He didn't awaken from his drug-induced slumber. Not once did he feel my warm ribs pressing constantly against his cool skin. Feeling every sensation I felt as I carefully finished my task. The bed sheets were soaked from my night activity, but the fluid wasn't sweat. It was blood. My husband's blood. I sat on the floor of the bedroom, my back leaning against the foot of our family bed. Ran my hands lovingly over my tight stomach, thrilled about the life I was now carrying. I wouldn't be able to enjoy the life inside of me for the full 9 months, like most women, but the few days I had with it would be the best of my life. It's no easy to devour an entire human being in a single night, but it was worth it. I finally had a piece of husband inside of me.
Submission by Cinderella on Creepypasta.org. My name? Nina Rodriguez. I'm a Popo officer. I'm in the force. I've seen some pretty screwed up things, to say the least. Could ever hope compared to emergency call I'd taken last month. And this was posted on May 4th, 2018, so it happened in April. I now abhor taking emergency calls, not because of the overworried people calling me about every little squeak in their house, the noise complaints, or even the occasional prank call. No, the worst thing about an emergency call is knowing that I had to sit on the other side of the phone, and no matter how much I hoped my car could get there, I had absolutely no power of the situation. The following is unfortunately this situation. The day was like any other. Monotonous for a police officer, you got a big vocabulary. In its predictability, I was a Wednesday night and the end of my shift was still a ways off. Don't get me wrong, I love being a police officer, but I didn't sign up to be a secretary. Through the files, through the different reports from earlier that day. There's nothing of dire importance, no hidden runs, robberies, or violence. Or as much police attention as, say, the major cities. My phone rang on the corner of my desk, waking me from my thoughts. 911, what's your emergency? I said in a monochrome tone. Please, I need your help, a small, feminine voice answered. I leaned forward. Yes, what's the emergency, ma'am? I repeated, pen and pad. There's someone outside my house. He's standing there, she answered, sounding frightened. Not entirely unusual situation. There have been several different cases filed for crazed stalkers. Everything's going to be all right, I said in the most convincing and gentle tone. With the stand questions. And how long has he been there, ma'am? Oh, I don't know. I looked out the window a while ago and he was just standing there. For a little while after dark. That was about an hour ago, and he hasn't moved an inch or ever stopped looking at me. Is it a scarecrow? Or is it a... I don't know. I stopped writing. This was getting a little strange. A person just standing in one place, never moving or even looking away. Whoever this was, I had a feeling that they could be dangerous. All right, okay, ma'am, we'll send an officer. What's your name and street address? Elizabeth Tavril, 1465 Wellington Road. For the home, I wrote down the address and gave it to an officer on standby when he went there. I'm spending a cruiser to you now. What the heck was that Scottish dwarf? I don't know, man. I could hear an audible sigh of relief. In the meantime, I began, can you try and describe the man to me? I asked, identifying the perp and making sure she was safe, the most important thing at this time. I definitely don't know him or anyone with that body type. He's tall, very tall, pale and skinny, almost emaciated looking, and he's naked, I think, but he's too far to tell. Is this a Slender Man story? I don't know yet. Okay, can you see his face and describe it for me? No, it's too dark to see his face. I don't know how to describe it, but he's definitely looking at me. Whole time. All your doors locked, I asked. I think my back door's still unlocked. I'll go lock it. Okay, I'll stay on the line. I heard a walk around the familiar resonant click of a deadbolt lock. I heard. Okay, I'm back now, and everything's locked and keys. She trailed off. What is it, ma'am? I asked. Ma'am? I grew more and more uncomfortable in the silence. The quiet seemed to last forever until she spoke again. Sir, now, before he was just at the edge of my woods, tens of yards away, but now he's only half that. It's a calm. Now, can you see any of his features now that he's closer? Yeah, it's weird. He's definitely naked, but I cannot see any hair. Well, can you define features? It's like he's wearing some skin-tight suit. I still cannot really see his face, but I can tell it's deformed in some way. He's very unnerving. Okay, ma'am, I'm going to need you to find a safe place to lock yourself in case anything goes wrong, I said as calmly as possible. Try not to scare her any further. She trailed off once more. I could hear a small whimper. Ma'am, is everything all right? He's closer. Her voice was so quiet and I was listening so intent I could have missed it. Ma'am? He's so much closer. I absentmindedly looked at my bathroom for a second, then he cleared almost 30 yards from where it was the house. But now I can make out his, oh God. Ma'am? My voice came on a small creep on the edge of my chair. Oh God, his face. I can see his face. It's pressed up against the window. That's pretty close. How do you run that fast for like 30 seconds? No, it's only tens of yards away. It's awful. His eyes are so big, like black pool balls, bulging out of his head. It's like the smile that goes ear to ear, or ears it should be. I let out a sob. I needed to stop her from getting hysterical over whatever was inside my window. You know, if you just keep looking at it, it seems to not move. Just don't blink. Ma'am, are you going to need to get to that safe place now? I regaining my commanding voice. No reply. Ma'am? I was interrupted. Help me! Oh, shoot, why? Oh, no. Okay. Ma'am, Man, help me! Her voice begged through the speaker of my phone, soon followed by the sound of breaking glass. The phone clattered on the floor with the clack of hollow plaster. She let out a loud shriek. She said, "Various please, begging to be let go, but to no avail." Her screams trailed away, sounding more and more far off, until it met. Nothing but silence followed, and seemed to be slow to a crawl. I didn't know how long I sat there waiting for someone, something, anything. I also did not realize how tightly I was holding the phone, not until I heard sirens of a police car and hung up. That was the squad car that I had sent out not 15 minutes ago. And I don't know if that's the last story, folks. Let's find out together, shall we? You're not unmuted.
Yeah, I realized that. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this creepypasta video. An actual creepypasta video. Me and Alex are going to be doing these a lot more often.
Fake ones.
Yeah, me and Alex are going to do a lot more of these as time goes on. We're going to mix it in with Reddit.
I would also...
And everything.
Yeah. No, you can... No, but as far as the way I'm gonna handle these, I know Chase just flat out reads these and stuff, but tries to keep the tone a little creepy. I try to keep it a little lighthearted because I know that, I don't know, anybody who enjoys this might also, be watching it at 3 a.m. That's not exactly the best for your health. So I gotta remind you, there's humanity here, and there's a, 80% chance it was made up, right? No, something like that? Maybe not? I don't know. I don't care.
Creepypastas.
Anyways, I enjoy these, you enjoy these, we all enjoy these.
Yes. In fact, I want to ask you guys something. Should Alex keep doing like what he's been doing like these past couple of videos where he keeps it a little bit lighthearted and I just do my same thing? Do you like that Alex is making these seem a little bit more lighthearted and seem a little bit more goofy at times? If you guys, of course, do, tell us in the comments below. If you don't, tell us that, and Alex will probably just switch off from doing it.
No, I won't stop. I'll just do everything a little. I'll just change my way of doing it. I can't voice act though. Like I wasn't intentionally trying to make the "Ma'am, are you trying to be weird?" No, that was kind of intentional. I tried to voice act a tiny bit. That won't change as far as I'm concerned. I can definitely stop the joking stuff if that is needed.
Yes.
Anyways, don't forget to leave a like, don't forget to hit that little bell, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to do all of the wonderful things that make you beautiful people so meaningful to us.
Hey, Alex, you did it completely wrong, by the way. You're supposed to hit that little bell. Yeah.
Say it. See, you're the person who's jokey at the end. I'm jokey the entire time. That's the difference. I think we need the contrast of contrast. Otherwise, it's just two dudes reading some stuff, and it's not like one of us can do a super feminine voice. No,
oh
like
my gosh. I want to go to Starbucks and everything else. Oh my god, I'm so white.
You sound like something from a low-budget anime.
Exactly. Okay. This video's got a completely off topic. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Who cares?
And yeah.